Main secret, take care of your skin, remove all addiction, stop watching porn, stop eating cereal, stop drinking from cow titty milk. It's gonna be a lot more, it's not protein. I ain't even let's get started. That was me a year ago, broken down, eating myself alive. It's time to grow up. It's time to become a new man. You gotta be intentional about growing. You can't just say, oh, I'm gonna grow, I'm gonna change. Eventually with time, the things are gonna come to me. It's not. You need to stop assuming that you'll eventually grow. What we need to do is overcome and understand that nothing's gonna come to you automatically. You have to put in action, you have to put in work. Every single day, one of the most important parts for you to actually start growing intentionally is you must feed your faith every single day. And what is that gonna consist of? We must understand that we're being programmed. Every single day, I would make my car my library. Everywhere I went, I would put an audiobook down. I know it doesn't sound fun, but that average people, the people in the Altimas cruising down right next to you, speeding like they don't care about their life, they're the ones listening to this rap music. You're not gonna grow like that. If you're consistently listening to, oh, partying, doing drugs and all that, you're not gonna grow. That's not intentionally growing. You must take action. What's intentional about your growth? Making sure you know and you're aware of what's coming into your subconscious mind. Making sure, oh, you know what, I don't listen to that. Every single day, I'm gonna make my car my studio. Make your car your library. Next 2 years, you're gonna focus on pure growth. The next 2 years, I'm going to be intentional about growing. I will make my car my library. That's step one. Understand that nothing is gonna be handed to you. Don't assume. It kind of starts like this, guys. You must be aware. It's about being aware. Just become aware about your surroundings. Be aware of the people and what they're telling you. Be aware of what's playing on the radio when you're just driving for a 20-minute drive to the store. Are you being aware of what's going on? Everyone against you right now. How are you going to be aware? You can't even have awareness if you don't even know what you like to do. Let's start with that. I will start a list. Start a list of the talents you have. Make a list of all the talents you have. David, I don't have talents. Yeah, you do. You just haven't figured them out. Take some time. Find a place. Go by yourself. Go down to the mountain. Go for a hike. Go somewhere by yourself and talk to yourself. Talk to source and be like, you know what? I have talent and I'm gonna figure them out. And later on, as you start to grow in the next 2 years, you'll start to see those little things pop up. You're probably really good at talking. You're probably really good at giving back. You're probably really good at being faithful. You're a loyal person. Like, make a list of everything that you have talents for. Now, if you actually have intentions about growing, I'm gonna help you guys out. Let's start by writing some steps down. What are some steps so you can start doing what you want to do? I got 3 steps for you guys. First step is awareness. Second step is action. Third step is accountability. Awareness, action, accountability. You guys must be aware of who's gonna actually be able to help you guys get to the next step. Make a list of the people that are actually gonna support you. If it's not your brother, it's not your sister, it's not your family, it's your neighbor. Start telling people you're gonna start to change in your life, and don't tell everybody. Tell the people that are actually gonna support you, the people who are actually gonna have your back. Write down in your journal, whose advice can I actually take to help me along the way. Now, this is not gonna be easy because it's gonna have to take some sacrifice. You must pay the price. It's gotta cost time, resources, and sacrifice. That's most likely what it's gonna cost you. I'm gonna give you guys an example. For me to change from this guy to this guy, I made a very simple change. I knew I needed to stop eating cereal. Something very simple. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stop eating cereal every single day because cereal is damaging my face. And why are you even drinking a freaking titty milk from a cow? Like, we're not cows. We shouldn't even be drinking that, but it's okay. You know, that's what they made us do. You know, I probably shouldn't be saying this, but it's true. You should not be drinking from a freaking cow titty milk. It's that serious. Like, oh, David, but it's protein. Oh, okay, yeah, go keep drinking your cow titty milk. Okay, this might not be for everybody, but at least that was for me. I knew it was damaging me. Everyone knows what's damaging them. I knew that was hurting me. I had to drop that. You will never see me eat cereal ever again. What am I even cereal for? That was just sugar. Focus on your strength. Focus on what you're actually good at. Focus on what you are. I knew I was very disciplined. I knew I was good at discipline. When I was in high school, I was doing wrestling. When I was wrestling in high school, one of the most important key factors that you needed to have in there was discipline. You needed to be able to cut weight. You need to be able to cut weight. You know, you're 2 pounds over, 1 pound over. I remember coach is like, hey, David, you're 1 pound over. We're on the way to this meet. He's like, here, eat these Starbursts. He's telling me not to swallow. He said, here's a water bottle. Where's my water bottle? He said, here's a water bottle. Chew on this Starburst and start spitting every single time that you need to swallow, just so I can lose a few ounces. Okay, he said, go to the restroom right now. Go, try to sweat it all off. Do some push-ups. Start spitting so you can lose the ounces. That's what I was talking when I was wrestling. So start to create a discipline. As soon as you guys start to create a discipline, that can start to help you and duplicate in everything else in life. Now I have the discipline not to eat cereal. Cereal from wrestling. That's just some advice. Start to eliminate all the things that are hurting you. Make a list of things that you feel like are hurting you. Me not waking up early is hurting me. Me eating sugars that are not gonna get me buff are hurting me. Me playing video games every single day, every single time I get home from school is hurting me. Make a note, make a list of everything that's hurting you and be completely honest with yourself. Don't live a lie. Don't live a life full of lies. Remove all weaknesses that are keeping you guys from your goals. I want to have a six-pack. Okay, you know what? That means, David, no chips. That means, David, no cereal. That means, David, no fucking pancakes, dude. I know it sounds hard, but I mean, you know what you want in life. It's very important for you guys to reflect. It's very important for you guys to find a space where you guys can go reflect. I'm not sure where it is. Like for me, one of my places that I can go reflect, there's a place here where I'm from where I can go to a mountain. You can go to a mountain, I can do a small hike, 10-minute hike. You know, it's tough going by myself, but I'll go by myself and sit there and reflect. Make sure you guys find a place where you guys can reflect, where you guys can be alone. Reflect on everything you guys like and don't like about yourself. It's super important to be honest with yourself. If you're not being honest with other people, at least be honest with yourself. You must ask yourself questions. All of that stuff that I just commented on, it's all useless if you're not consistent. Consistency is going to be one of the main factors that's going to actually get you guys to the success point where you guys want to go. Stay ambitious, stay motivated. You know, like for me, I like to read books. I like going to the gym. You know, even if I didn't like to do those things, I started to tell myself, I like to read books. I like going to the gym. Those things help me stay focused. That's what you're gonna start telling yourself now. Start telling yourself every single day. You know what, if it's not true, at least write it down in a journal. I like to read books. I like to go to the gym. I love being disciplined. I love being ambitious. Start to make a list of all your personal growth. Okay, every single section where you want to grow. Start to tell yourself, I love pain. I love learning. I love teaching. I love learning new things. I love the feeling of knowing. I love helping my family. I love helping people. Start to write those things down. The person that you want to become, start writing those things that you want to become. Even if that's not you, start to write those things down. Okay, because everything is going to come back to you. Everything is kind of like a mirror. Start to tell yourself who you actually want to be. Start to write those things down and then start to apply them. Slowly but surely you'll become the man you want to be. Your environment. Your environment is going to be very crucial to your guys' success. What kind of music uplifts you and what kind of music brings you down? That it goes back to the law of awareness. Are you guys being aware of what's coming into you guys' ears? What you guys are listening to? What kind of music makes me feel good? Okay, yeah, and you guys need to be able to tap into that energy. What music do I need right now so I can start going to the gym? You better not be listening to no Sim songs. For me, I like listening to bass drop music. That gets me going sometimes. Sometimes when I'm not feeling motivated, you know what? I'm gonna put some music that's gonna uplift me. Write down in your journal, what ideas spark you? If you were to say, the thought of you just being someone important, or the thought of you even having a six-pack, or the thought of you being a rich multi-millionaire, the thought of you being able to retire your family, or the thought of you being able to give it back to your family, the thought of you giving to your friends, or even the thought of you even paying the bill every single time it comes, if some of those ideas spark you, that's who you want to be. Write that down. Write down who you want to be. The thought of being important, if that idea sparks you, then you better start growing now. You better start writing those things now. The thought of you being successful in your craft. I'm not sure what you do. If you do music, if you do video editing, if you do singing, whatever it is, if those ideas spark you, you must start taking initiative today. Start being intentional today. From your friends and your family. What people in my family, what people around me are encouraging me? If you don't have anybody, you better start reaching out to people. People need to start encouraging you. If you don't have those people, you better start reaching out. Take a note of who's encouraging you and be around those people and help them out as well. Take a note of what activities revive you. If you're feeling down, what activities revive you? Let me tell you what revives me. The gym. Every single time I go to the gym, even if I don't feel like it, right after the gym, I take my shirt off, I walk out the gym shirtless. That revives me. Being able to walk around, you know, shirtless, you know, with my body looking good, that revives me. That makes me feel good. That makes me feel like everything I've been doing was worth it. And it's not just about exercising your body. You gotta also know what spiritual exercises help you out. What do I mean by spiritual exercises? I'm not sure if you go to church. Maybe you need to go to church now. You know, you need to find something that actually revives your spirit, not just your body. Something that helps you clear your mind. For me, like I just said, read some books. Reading helps me just feel stronger. What dreams inspire you? Is your dream to be a serial entrepreneur? To be a spokesman? To be speaking in front of millions of people? Or is it just to, you know, help your family out? Is that your dream? Make sure you write that down. My dream is to be singing and playing my songs in front of millions and millions of people. Start to believe it, because miracles happen every single day. Even if you don't feel like it's possible, everything is possible. Sit down by yourself. What dreams inspire me? What would keep me going? To build schools all around the world, to be a multi-millionaire, to have a six-pack, to talk to any girl I want, to drive the car I want, to talk any girl I want. Are those dreams inspiring you? Write it down. I want you guys to take note. Think about all the memories that make you happy. I want you guys to sit back down, close your eyes, think about everything that makes you happy. If it's your family, if it's being out with your friends, I want you guys to write that down so you guys can keep experiencing those things. I want you guys to stay happy. What makes you smile? You got to be able to smile to the world. When something bad happens, you just smile at it. It's okay. It's gonna pass. You know who you are and you know who you want to be, because you've already took initiative, because you're intentional about your growth. What books are you reading? I know I talk a lot about books, but what books are you reading? Read some Jim Rohn, read some Napoleon Hill, read some Tony Robbins, things that have personal growth. Look up right now personal growth and start to take action. Now, the most important one of them all is the law of the trade-off. The most important one. What are you going to trade for it? What are you going to sacrifice for it? What are you going to give up for it? You know, for my health, I give up all the sugars. You will not see me be eating no cereal. You're not going to see me eating no donuts and no cookies. You're not going to see me, oh yeah, look at me, I'm going to go get ice cream. What are you willing to give up for the dream you want? What are you willing to give up for the body you want? Guys, look, for me, I knew I needed to give up all those sugar foods. I mean, look at me. I mean, I know I'm not the sexiest man in the world. Actually, I might be. At least that's what I think I am. That's what you should be thinking about yourself. And most importantly, guys, if you guys are guys watching, you're gonna need to stop watching those videos. You guys know what I'm talking about. You're gonna need to stop watching those videos. You're gonna need to give up that addiction. It's an addiction that you must stop. You guys know what I'm talking about. If you know what I'm talking about, you need to quit that shit. Quit watching videos that you shouldn't be watching, that you feel like you have to delete your story, that you can't show people. Those videos that you feel like people, oh, I don't want someone to catch me watching these videos. Stop watching that. That's bad for your soul. The fact that you're even hiding it from people, you should know that it's bad for you. Stop watching videos you should not be watching. That's number one. Start with that. That's what you're gonna give up. Guys, remember, not everyone can be super successful. And if you guys are watching this, I'm pretty sure you guys want to be successful. Don't do what everyone else is doing. Don't follow the herd. Remember, you're an alpha wolf and there's a lot of people watching you. You want the people around you to follow you. Okay, what kind of people I want around me? I don't want people to be addicts. I don't want people watching videos they shouldn't be watching. I don't want people to be spitting out negativity all the time. So that shouldn't be you either. Quit watching porn. Quit that shit. It's not good for your soul. That's actually one of the main reasons how I was able to clear my face. I stopped watching porn. There's no point of watching that stuff. You know, it's an addiction. I know you're young. Oh, but he's 16, you know, 15, 17. It's okay, you know. No, it's not. I mean, this thing is a weapon. I mean, you're either going to use it for good or bad. Either you're going to destroy yourself or make yourself. I mean, you make that decision. But quit watching those videos because it's going to be too late. You don't want to be 20, 30, 40, 50 and be like, okay, I'll give up later. No, give up now. Quit your addictions now. Not tomorrow. Not later. Write down, I will quit doing this. and watch your body transform. Watch your face transform. I mean, that's another way I was able to clear my face. I needed a clean face. What the fuck was going on? I was taking pictures. Oh, is my acne better? Oh, like, do I look better today? It's not the face washes. It's not having a good fucking self-care routine in the morning. No, fuck no. It's the fact that you have addictions that reflects you. You can tell when somebody's watching too much fucking porn. Look at their face. They're soulless. Quit your addictions. What are your addictions? Mine was, I was eating cereal every single night. I was watching YouTube videos of random stuff. I was entertaining myself watching YouTubers doing funny stuff. Eating my fucking cereal, eating my chips in the middle of the night. And then later, you know what? I'm bored. I'm gonna go watch some porn. Quit that shit. Because that's who I was right here. Quit it. I'm only 22 years old, guys. We still got a lot of work to do, but I just want to share a little bit of what I've done. And I think it could possibly help you guys if you guys take just a little bit of action. Just a little bit. Just one step. Just one step. I promise you guys will not regret it. I don't want you guys to regret it later in life. Start now. Guys, it's about having a growth mindset. It's about stretching yourself. It's about becoming smarter, making smarter decisions. Intelligence is something you work for. It's not something that is just given. It's not something that's given. You must work for intelligence. I want to be an intelligent man. Look, you have to be honest with yourself. You have to write those things down. You cannot be afraid to be wrong. You must write down. Because if you're at least write down when you're wrong, then you can actually correct your mistakes. You know, you can't be afraid to make mistakes. You have to be able to be wrong so you can know what is right. You can't just keep your mouth shut. You must be honest with yourself. You must be honest with the people around you. You must tell other people, hey, you know what? I need to quit this. I need to quit that. You must tell the world who you want to be. If you guys don't get it, ask for help. Just by asking for help, you're already increasing your intelligence. You're starting to become aware.